What's up, guys? Hope you're having a good day. It's Joey back at it again. Today, I'm going to break down my long position on Nasdaq, how I'm up $544 right now, still working towards that 3K goal to get that 50K funded account back through Topstep. So, yeah, let's get started. So, we had an open range sitting at 17,511. Sorry. And then we had an open range low sitting at 17,455. Nasdaq opened up, we pushed up, and now we started getting rejected multiple times at this 200-day moving average. I am on the 1 minute time frame for those who are wondering. Um, as you guys know, I always wait for the first 15 minutes to be over. So from 9:30 to 9:45, then I put two horizontal lines on like the highest and the lowest. That's sort of like the whole point of like the 15-minute open range strategy. Um, had a nice pullback. Honestly, this would have been nice to get in, but like I said before, I don't like to trade in the first 15 minutes. And on top of that, direction was unclear, so I did not feel like opening myself up to a position of risk due to the fact the direction was not clear. In the first 15 minutes, there's a lot more volatility. Directions just vary. It can change at a second. So not really worth the risk in my eyes, but we did start to actually really treat this open range support as a valid support. As you can tell, every time we would try to break below, we'd get rejected, 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 rejected. 4 different times we got rejected. Honestly, once we bounced off this level right here, I was like, you know what, my A plus setup would have been to go retest that EMA, get rejected, hit a lower high, then go short. But I never got that. Actually, what we did end up happening is, we got a small little break above the EMA, hit a higher low, had a nice little rally for about 3-4 minutes. Looks like we actually broke clean above the EMA, the moving average, and the open range resistance. But as you can tell, we really didn't hold it. Honestly, from like here to here, I was really just trying to be patient, trying to figure out if I really wanted to go long, if it was worth it just due to the margins. And I told myself, I was like, you know what? I said, if we're hitting higher highs and higher lows, and we're holding above the EMA and we're bouncing off of it, which is what I would really like to get when I do go long on Nasdaq. Um, I was leaning more towards going long. And so those were just the things that was going through my head. I didn't really like that we were breaking below this moving average on and off. It was just having me really, not like really wishy washy, but just I was really trying to be careful. Now we did get that bounce finally at around 10:14, 15 a.m. at around 17,494. I put in a buy market order, and I got filled at around 496, 494, I think. And then for a split second, I was basically break even, but then we ended up having a nice break above that moving average, and I got out actually right at the open range resistance just because I was thinking more about like, okay, hey, even though we're above the EMA, I was like, the moment we broke above this open range resistance, look what happened. Like within 3 minutes, actually really 2 minutes after we broke above the open range resistance, we break right below it. So and we really weren't like if we would have been holding on top of the moving average, like if we would have just been bouncing off of it, like I would have felt so much more comfortable. But because we were getting this whole like break above, break below, I was just feeling a little bit anxious. But because we did get that bounce off the EMA, I was like, hey, you know what? We seem to have a nice support at around 494, 495. So that being said, I went long. I only made $105 today, guys. Nothing big, just something super short, simple, and sweet, really small. Um, I won't lie, guys. Like I'm trying to be really patient with this. I'm trying to just stick to that one trade a day. That's been working wonders for me. As you guys saw last week, I had 4 green days and 1 red day. And as you guys, for the people who have been watching my videos for a while now, you guys know, like especially that I have this issue where I will take a small loss, but I'll try to like make it back and get back in the green. and a $200 loss, even a $300 loss. Like, I can deal with the 350 loss, honestly, with one trade. What I don't need is when I go 0 for 2 or 1 for 2 or 1 for 3 or 0 for 3, like I've gone before. And that's how I take, $7, $8, $900, even $1,000 day like losses in a single day. And I can't be doing that shit if I'm trying to, get that funded account back and make that bread and pay myself. But really wanted to show you guys this trade. Honestly, looking at it, trying to figure out like what I could have done differently, because at the end of the day, this was not a perfect trade. Um, I know it sounds silly, but I would rather, like, when I go to get out of a trade, I would rather it go my way and me miss out on a crazy amount of profit than for it to do like a reversal, and let's say I'm going long and then it pulls back and just sells off. I at least, when I miss all that profit, at least I know in the back of my mind, like, hey, that's just more confidence that I know what I'm doing and that I do know what I'm talking about, and that, like, okay, hey, yes, you missed out on a lot of profit, but direction did end up going in your favor. And at the end of the day, I feel like that's a lot better than getting into trades, getting a little bit of green, and then it going like completely opposite of what you wanted to do. Because at the end of the day, what would happen, guys? I mean, really, think about this. Yeah, we broke above, but we hit a lower high. Okay, and then look at this massive red candlestick, and then look, rejected at the open range resistance. Nice sell off. Nice sell off. Just strong pullback. Sorry. I mean, it didn't end up going my way. If I would have held for maybe 2 more minutes, guys, I would have got caught in this massive red candlestick and I would have ended up into the day in the red. Think about that for a second. So I had to look at it from a perspective of, hey, you know, yeah, this was a green trade, but on the other hand, I do have to be like open and be like, hey, what are some things I could have done differently? And that's when I have to look at other time frames, like the 5-minute time frame. Give me 1 second to zoom out. It always likes to do this. I mean, even right here, I should have been paying more attention to the 5-minute. I was really more paying attention just to my one computer. But if I would have paid attention, I would have noticed that we just were not seeing continuation on the upside on the 5-minute, and I should have just been more pickier about my trades today. But yeah, definitely something I can try to take away. If you guys enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Please comment below if you guys got any questions at all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good day.